It was only a matter of time, but Brett on base is quietly heating up again. It's up 25% in the day, which for a large cap coin, that is a lot. We're trading back at 350 million market cap currently. And this during a time over the weekend, the rest of the crypto market has been relatively flat. So Brett is definitely outperforming. Could this be maybe some news working behind the scenes? We shall see. We'll discuss that in a little bit. Or could it just be base chain has been too low for too long and everything on that network is heating up? Could be as well. We're going to get into all that in a little bit. And before we begin, remember this YouTube channel is sponsored by BTCC, a leading crypto exchange for USA and European traders in particular. No KYC, no VPN is needed. If you do want to sign up, definitely use my referral link at the top of the video description area. You get up to $10,055 in bonuses. So why not go through that? Now let's dive back into the Brett price actions. Here's the 4-day chart. If that isn't a thing of beauty, I don't know what is. Gains every single day, slow and steady. Any dips like this one right here are immediately eradicated by huge green candles like that one. It's up about 18% on the day, and on the week it is up, what is it, about 33%. Now to show you how much that is outperforming the rest of the market, let me show you Bitcoin 7-day, it's only up 7%. ETH on the 7-day is only at 5%, and then Sol, which is known as the hottest coin around for the last couple days, it's only up about 21% on the week. So Brett is outperforming Sol by a considerable margin. It is definitely hot. Now, if we look at the full price chart for about 14 months, that's the amount of time it has been around, you'd see we have 3 prior pumps. So if this is another pump that would go to new all-time highs, that would be the fourth. The first one was in the first week, then it dipped about 50%, lasted 2 weeks down there, then it immediately shot up to new ATHs. Then it dipped again about 50%, but it stayed there for several months. People were saying the project was dead right here. Then you know what happened come October, November, when the rest of the market was pumping, boom, immediately shot up to a new all-time high. Now, this is the biggest dip we've had. It's closer to about 70, 75%, and it's coming up upon a few months now that we have been this low, which is roughly the same amount of time as we had after the second dip. So what is the reason for the pump in the last couple of days? Could it just be that base chain memes, like Brett in particular, have been down for too long? They're just too low, and cyclically they were due to just kind of pump at some point based on no news whatsoever? It could very well be. If we look at the chart, December 5th, 6th, this is when Brett peaked. That's the current price all-time high. That was exactly when all the other Sol memes and ETH memes and pretty much everything was peaking between December 1st and December 15th. Now, granted, Brett is definitely down more than most other big meme coins, not as much as some, such as WIF, Giga, those are down more, but it is certainly down more than Pepe and projects like that. But I would argue the real reason for Brett's rise of late is the Coinbase effect, something I've talked about many times on my channel before. But as you may not know, Brett is currently traded on Bybit, on Upbit, on BitGet, on Gate, KuCoin, BingX, Huobi, Bitmart, pretty much every top exchange except the big two, Binance and Coinbase. They're also not on Kraken, which used to be the number 3 ranked exchange. They've slipped lately to like number 8, 9, 10 around there. So they're basically not on the big two, Binance, Coinbase. Anytime there's a pump, people tend to think there's speculation. Maybe those two are thinking about listing the biggest meme coin on the Base network. So why is the speculation ramping up right now? Well, you may or may not know, Coinbase has been on a base chain listing spree of late. In the last 10, 11 days, they listed Wayfinder. That's on Base. They listed Reserve Rights. They listed Definitive Edge. Those are all utility projects, generally around $20, $30, $40 million market cap average. They have also been listing some meme coins, including Dog and Me and Keyboard Cat. So clearly, Coinbase has their eyes on Base. So it certainly appears that Coinbase is working their way up, possibly to the biggest project of all on the Base chain, meme coin or not, which is, of course, Brett, or Base Brett, we call it. Why they haven't listed it as of yet, we just don't know. A lot of people have speculated that it might be supply control. A few big whales hold a larger than normal percentage of the supply, but then again, that was also the case with Giga on Solana, and Coinbase ended up listing that one. So we just don't know, but the bottom line is when prices do start rising on no news whatsoever, when the rest of the market is flat, like Brett is doing right now, it tends to mean that there is chatter in the background. People are speculating that some big announcement like an exchange could be happening. We'll have to see. Drop a comment down below. Based Brett Army. I'll be back later in the new video. Hit the like, subscribe, but if you haven't already, peace out.